I know throughout this whole entire process of life, you're trying to figure it out. You're trying to get a grasp and an understanding as to what life is supposed to look like, how it's supposed to feel, how it's all supposed to go. And though we talk about spirituality, we recognize that it is the spiritual path that actually determines the physical and the human path that we are living in on this physical realm. And so, what I want to share with you is one of the things that is going to support you the most in actually moving through the terrain of spirituality, how to get from the bottom of the mountain to the peak, and understanding that your path is unique to you. And there are infinite paths to fulfillment, to enlightenment. And your path is one of those infinite paths. So don't look at myself or anybody else you may look to get spiritual, understanding or insight as a means of, oh, this is the way. This is the person that I need to follow, or I need to do exactly what they say. I need to do exactly what this book says, right? That's going to lead you from the bottom of the mountain to the peak, right? Because understand that that person, myself included, what I'm doing is I'm giving you insight that has led me to my understanding as to how to achieve spiritual fulfillment, how to obtain, enlightenment to a degree, or feeling complete and whole in who I am and understanding my path and my purpose, right? So I'm sharing with you an outline of what it took for me to get where I am. And even what I have learned by studying a multitude of different religions and spiritual beliefs and teachings. And so it is with the intention that I give you this knowledge to take with it and use what resonates with you along your unique path. And so there are two main ways, though, that you can approach this path. Some people approach the path of spirituality by way of religion, and that's how I started out. I started out as a Christian, and I decided in my teenage years I was going to investigate different religions to get a better understanding as to God and connecting with God. Until eventually, as I studied a multitude of religions, it helped me to see that most of these religions are simply speaking different terms, different languages per se, to ultimately get you to the same understanding. And then that led me to metaphysical sciences, right? Spirituality as a whole, and helped me to widen my understanding. So my approach was one of width, of generalizing, of getting an understanding upon a broad spectrum of religion and spirituality, right? To get me to a deeper understanding of myself, what I'm here to do, and my purpose. Whereas some people and most people take the path of a narrow approach where they identify with one religion and they just simply stick with that. Or they may grow up with one religion, but they may question it and find that it doesn't resonate with them. And so they will assume or identify or take on another religion, right? They will convert from one religion to another because that other religion resonates with them in a particular way. So, what I want you to understand though is that as you go through your journey and you want to expand upon and get to a place of understanding your path, you can do it in two, maybe even three ways, right? You can take my approach and you can just simply broaden your knowledge base. You can study a multitude of different perspectives, and that will get you to an understanding because you are hearing different insights and perspectives of other people and their experiences, and something along that journey will resonate with you and ignite something throughout your own experience. Or you can take the road that most people take, But you can deepen that perspective, which is the narrow point of view of saying, okay, I am Christian, I am Muslim, right? And just simply going deep within that perspective, that belief system, right? So you can go deep into Christianity, and there's a multitude of levels that you can go with Christianity. You can just simply be a traditional Christian, go to church on holidays, la di da di da, right? But that's somebody who really isn't conscious. They really are not on a conscious journey. But someone like me or yourself, we are conscious beings, which means that we want to investigate. It means that we want to take ownership of our journey and our path. And that really lends itself to simply the simple practice of questioning, right? Asking questions, wondering, right? Being inquisitive about what it is that you're hearing, what it is that you're learning, and simply going further in the journey of knowledge, going beyond the conceptual understanding and really going deep within the understanding of being that insight, that information. And so when you are taking the narrow approach, you can, like I said, be somebody who understands Christianity on a very superficial level. Yes, you're reading your Bible every day. Yes, you're praying every day. You're doing all the things, the traditional things. But then there's deeper levels of Christianity where you get into not just reading the Bible and reading it literally, but really going deeper into the deeper meanings, the codes, right? Really what it means and really how to decipher what it is that it is saying to you. Because trust me when I tell you, somebody with a PhD in metaphysical science, there is a lot more to the Bible than just the superficial layers of it. Okay. I often reference the book, The Metaphysical Bible Dictionary. That book will begin to open you up to really what's going on with the Bible and how much deeper you can go with Christianity and its understandings. Christianity is one of those things that lends itself to, philosophies like New Thought, the New Thought movement, which really paved the way for the law of attraction, the law of assumption, right? Movies like and books like The Secret. Whereas even Islam and Islamic faith is can go deep as well. And you can go as deep as the Islamic mystics, right? Sufism, which is a very interesting and beautiful approach and take on Islam and the Islamic culture and the belief system. So you can pick one of these religions and you can approach it in a very superficial level, right? Which is what most people do because most people are just simply receiving what's being passed down to them, right? Your parents told you, okay, this is the religion that we believe in. You receive it because they're your parents and you know no better. And then you just simply take it and you go to church, you go to the mosque, and you just simply are programmed. But then eventually they get to a point where you begin to start asking questions. And this is where the conscious journey begins. This is where you get a deeper understanding and you truly take your own spiritual journey and your spiritual walk. Because just because somebody is religious does not mean that they're spiritual. They just simply are just doing what they were programmed to do. That is being definition by being unconscious. But somebody who is conscious is aware. They are mindful. And when you are on this journey of being conscious and mindful, you are asking yourself questions, not to discredit what it is that you believe, but to just simply go deeper into the understanding, into the realization as to what it is you're practicing, what it is that's being taught, what's the true essence of the teachings. And so you can either take the road of generalization, which is the road that I took. And then as I generalized, I came up with a general understanding as to what all these belief systems are stating. And then I went deeper from there, within each of the frameworks or philosophies and teachings. Or you can just simply pick what resonates with you and go deep within that path of understanding. Because guess what? Like I said before, all of the many different faiths, many different philosophies, teachings of spirituality, mysticism, they generally say the same thing, which is ultimately what I share with you. You are the creator of your universe. And as you go deeper into these understandings, you will begin to get glimpses of this understanding for yourself. But it's a journey. And though you may conceptually understand what it is that I'm saying to you, you may not truly feel it. You may not be at a space where you are recognizing that as your truth. And that is the journey. And so when you see, reading things like the Bible, the Quran, all these different materials and books, you're going to go to a place first where you are understanding things conceptually. That is part of the journey as well. Understanding the concept, speaking with others, understanding the general belief system. The religion itself is a conceptual idea, philosophy. And then eventually, as you continue to go deeper with the questioning, with the contemplation of what it is that you're learning, then you begin to tap into the conscious journey of recognizing a deeper connection between the conceptual ideas and what resonates with your heart, right? With your spirit, with your soul, with your consciousness. So you can take the journey of generalizing, you can take the journey of just simply taking a narrow approach, or you can do more of a diagonal approach, right? Where you can just go narrow with one particular religion, faith, idea, concept, theory, and then you can just go to another one, right? Check that out. Compare. Then you can go down that narrow journey, and then you can jump to another teaching or approach. So there are infinite ways to look at this, but the most important thing is that you have faith that you will find the answers, because the answers are truly within you already. It's simply about opening yourself up to it. It's simply about using your mind as the key to really tap into the infinite divine power that is within you, that is you. But you have to break down the programs and the paradigms that have built up these blocks, these walls, these doors that are preventing you from accessing that divinity. This is the spiritual journey. And so what I want you to do is just simply trust your journey. Go down the path that you are led to go upon. Follow your curiosity, follow your wonder, right? And as you continue to go down this path, just simply recognize that with each word, each bit of insight, you are getting closer and closer to your truth and this grand understanding. So recognize that the path for you is meant for you. And so you can let go of this feeling like you need to follow somebody else. Yes, look at the teachings, right? Observe, read, be inquisitive. But understand that this path is only for you. So therefore, you cannot be wrong. You cannot be wrong. But I invite you to just not close yourself off from everything else. Because remember, it is all connected. It is all part of this infinite knowledge that is available to you. It just gives you perspective, which is insight, which is knowledge, which will support you along this journey of recognizing who you are. Thank you so much. Feel free, go to drabundant.com, subscribe to my daily newsletter, get access to this free ebook, The Power Within, and I invite you to join my Conscious Creator Circle, which is a membership-based community that will support you and would allow you to gain the tools and the insight and more deep education that will help you to truly master your ability to create your reality and ultimately be the conscious creator that you naturally are. Continue to join me on this journey. Peace and abundance always.